it is amazing. Like going to the studio where we worked, I couldn't help but going out with my telephone to take picture of this amazing world outside, because amazing pictures, and it's to do with everything, with what you see from behind the bougainvillea, what you see on the floor here, the sky, the people, absolutely incredible. 3 meters from here, there are goats, but the goats that I haven't seen before, they're different goats, they're bigger goats. The thing that I can judge is I worked yesterday with young metal workers, and it's not easy to communicate and to explain what I wanted, but it was easy. I think it's professionalism in a different way, in them and the job and trying to achieve the best.
My name is Arad, and this is my studio, and we are in Camden, in London, in England, in Europe, in the world. I came to London because of cinema and music, and it was like the tail end of the 60s. I studied architecture here and reluctantly worked for a practice. It didn't take me very long to know that I'm not cut to work for other people, especially not after lunch. So one lunchtime I didn't come back, and I made my first piece of furniture. It's the Rover chair. This is a chair. This is a sculpture of a chair. Sometimes you design things to be sold as a mass-produced things. They're designed for shops and for catalogs. Sometimes you do things that, although you can sit on them, the destination is an art gallery or a collection or a museum rather than a shop. But I'm also enjoying doing things that no one needs and that no one can afford.
I would say all of the above. I think there's no formula. Sometimes you discover new things by chance, sometimes by research, sometimes you look for one thing and you find another. I'm not a methodical person, so my favorite thing is to get results that are better than what you deserve. Like when I started this project, I had no idea that one day all these cars will come home to the place where they were made. I just started the journey, and here we are at a really great moment of the journey. So it's not something I can take credit for. I never thought it's, just things happen. So it's always a mixture of intention and luck. But maybe it's not luck completely, maybe the ability to recognize, but I'm not an innovation center, and I don't believe in putting on the flag innovation. Innovation comes. I rely on other people. Ever since I remember myself, I was not good at doing what I'm expected to do. So my thing was to not do what you're expected to do on other ways of doing things. You don't do something new to complain about the past. We have amazing heritage. Everything is important, but nothing should be put on the flag. I don't believe in manifestos. I think that people that talk about, ecological, environmentally friendly, green design, and put it on, make it the main activity, very good. They get brownie points and good boy. I think, yes, we have to be responsible. We have to worry about things. I'm really worried about child slavery. And for me, it's like more direct than the hole in the ozone. I know that I'm being naive here. The hole in the ozone is also very important, and I'll do whatever I can. I will choose materials that are better and more recyclable and all that, but I won't make it my main activity. What is more important, function or aesthetics? They don't work against each other. One of my last pieces in London was a piece for St. Pancras, and St. Pancras is a great example of heritage. So when you do something there that is new, it doesn't ignore the heritage. And I don't think when it was built it was ordinary. I think it was so off-ordinary, and then it became ordinary. First experience in the car was going from an airport to the hotel. I could see very little out of the window, and I really arrived in the morning when I could see stuff, because you arrived at the hotel, which is a luxury hotel, and there was too much security for my liking, but who am I? In the morning, you realize you are in a different place. Every street is full of tables, people selling things. It's a different world. It's not like what we're used to in Europe. Super colorful and super rich and super
amazing. It's amazing to see that the world is full of people, the streets and think and action. Yes, too many cars, the taxis are almost broken, and the buses are something else, like there's the white ones and then there's the colorful ones. There's sort of a funny system working.
In my activity, I never made a difference between the different things I do, be it art, architecture, furniture design, product design. It's the same me that's doing all of them. The current things I'm working on is my looks for material.
From conversations, there's lots of ideas. The problem is, what ideas do you give time to? Which ideas you choose to follow, So I'm very lucky. I have a great studio with great people, and I can come on Monday and say, how about doing this? And yeah, great. And it is, I spoiled myself. I surrounded myself by a very fantastic group of people in a fantastic place, a walking distance from home. So I'm very lucky like that. So it's and yes, there's colleagues, and yes, there's people, and yes, it would be very sad if everything you do stays with you and there's no resonance from people like you or from the public. It's like there are lots of people that are very interested in something and they can't find other people to join them. I feel sorry for them, and it's that's the way it is.
Currently we are sort of up to our eyeballs with designing eyewear. Not a stylist. I'm not interested in playing with retro shapes and of glasses. I'm only interested in doing things that new, and you look at glasses and you're just surprised at how same they all are, how conservative and how, and you come up with an idea and you think, why didn't they do it before? Lazy people. Don't wish you were the new Philip Stark. It's a waste of time. Be, what are you about? What's good about what you do? And what can you teach us that we don't understand yet?